Hi, my name's John Krebs. I'm Director of Institutional Research at Manor College. And I have the wonderful job of prepping people for the Gala next week. And I'm doing that by offering 4 libations, for a mocktail and 3 cocktails that will hopefully entertain what within your own group as you're tuned into the Gala next week. We'll start off today with a mocktail, Moscow Mule mocktail. It's a lime-based mocktail. Now the recipe calls for the juice of what is essentially 3 half limes, which is a little bit lime forward. If you want to back off on the lime flavor a little bit, you can go with 2. So we'll start with the lime juice in a glass full of ice, half full of ice. To that we add a ½ ounce of simple syrup. Now simple syrup is of course very sweet. And if you look at all the recipe cards, you'll see a recipe how to make your own, so you don't have to buy it. But the sweetness begins to counteract the lime juice a bit. Follow that up with 2 ounces of club soda. And go over to 4 ounces of ginger beer. Garnish with a sprig of mint, and you have your first mocktail, Moscow Mule. The first cocktail of the night is a ginger pear cocktail, compliments of the Blue Comet restaurant in downtown Glenside, one of the best local gin joints you'll ever find. It starts off with 4 ounces of Pear vodka. Now, we are using Absolute here. I get some guff from my friends who say, what about the goose? And I said, well, is French guff? Well, I can't really vodka. So we have 4 ounces of Absolute Pear vodka, followed by a single ounce of lime juice, sweetened lime juice, followed by, a single ounce of simple syrup, followed by a single ounce of ginger beer. I like a little more ginger beer. It's a nice kick. And a nice addition to this is some pulp from an orange, maybe about an ounce of that. Put it in there. Put it in a shaker about half filled with ice, and we give it a good shake. And strain it off into 2 chilled cocktail glasses. Bon appetit. Next drink is the Manhattan. Manhattan is something that's been around for a long time, since the latter part of the 19th century. But it's been a favorite over its entire existence, and it certainly is a great drink as the colder weather starts approaching this time of year. So we start off with the Manhattan with either bourbon, rye, or Canadian whiskey. Now, bourbon is a great choice because the sweetness and the mellowness with the bourbon is one of my favorites. Now, if you want something a little rougher, you choose the rye. If you want something very smooth, you might go with the blended Canadian whiskey. But we're going with Knob Creek, and you can't lose with Knob Creek. Start off with 2 ounces of bourbon. In a tumbler with ice. Then go to a ½ ounce of vermouth, dry vermouth, followed by a ½ ounce of sweet vermouth. We agitate it a little bit, stir it around a little bit, and pour it off into its serving glass. And in this case, we have a good drink going into a great glass, our Manor College Gala glass. Now you may choose to drink it with the ice or without. Usually most people drink it neat, but it's an option for you. If you like it more chilled, go with the ice. And finally, top it off with some bitters, a few dashes of bitters. A lemon peel around the rim, squeezed, and then dropped into the drink. Now often a cherry is used in this place. Cherry is fine. Lemon is also very acceptable. Okay, one of the favorites of a brunch. What is a brunch without a Bloody Mary, right? So we're going to take a look at the Bloody Mary recipe today. That is really one of the best Bloody Mary recipes I've ever seen. So we're going to start off with 2 ounces of vodka. Your vodka of choice, whatever you enjoy, followed by 4 ounces of tomato juice. Next is a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. I squeezed that earlier and put it in there, followed by a 1/4 teaspoon of horseradish. Now, the original recipe calls for horseradish as fresh ground, but I don't think we're really going to be there today. So we're using something that's already been ground. Followed by a little bit of Tabasco sauce. Now, how much Tabasco sauce? That entirely is up to you. I have a very high upper limit for Tabasco sauce, so that's the way I like my Bloody Marys. Followed by a few shots of Worcestershire sauce. Shaken up in a very half-filled, a shaker with half-filled rice. We strain it off into a highball glass. And the final touch, I love my Bloody Marys with some fresh ground pepper in them. So Tabasco sauce is good, but it doesn't quite get us totally there. The black pepper does. Mix it up a little bit, garnish with a celery stick. And there you have a wonderful Bloody Mary, suitable for gala watching, as well as the day after the gala at brunch.